Hey, Bastish B here for 64K and welcome to another episode of Modern Vintage. So what's this show about? I take a look at modern retro inspired games on modern systems, and we also take a look at the possible inspiration game behind it. And today's games are So let's first check out the original version of Wings.
So let's look at Wings, a 1990 action arcade flight sim developed by Cinemaware for the Amiga. Cinemaware were a company that knew how to make a cinematic arcade action game, and Wings was no exception. John Cutter, the designer of the game, had previously worked on other gems for the company, like Defender of the Crown, Rocket Ranger, and later on the PC he worked on Betrayal at Krondor, all quite excellent games. Wings is a perfect hybrid game that infuses a really deep narrative, light flight sim mechanics, and a whole lot of arcade action in a gorgeous looking game. It takes place during World War I, where you sign up as a pilot. The bulk of the game involves flying missions that vary in gameplay styles, like the flight sim dogfights, the excellent isometric strafing runs, and the overhead bombing missions. The story is played out with you receiving correspondence from friends and family back home, and yours and their story is played out throughout the game. It seems simple, but the writing is really good and it immerses you in the character and their loved ones back home. It's really well done. As you rack up your kill count, you get to go through promotions and the war ticks on. Of note, you only get one life, so screw up once and you're dead for good, which really makes the stakes high. The three types of gameplay variations are extremely fun, and you never know what the next mission is going to be. The arcade flight dogfights are thrilling and are as intense as ever. The strafing runs are pure arcade gaming shoot 'em up bliss, and the bombing runs are just plain fun. The graphics are excellent throughout in typical Cinemaware Amiga style, as is the music and sound effects, which really bring the era alive in a cool way. An excellent Amiga game, one of the best, that is easy to get into and offers hours and hours of pure fun.
Okay, now let's check out the new game.
Wings Remastered was released in 2014 on the PC by Calypso and Cinemaware. As the name suggests, it's a modern remake of the classic 1990 Amiga game we just looked at, and was funded through Kickstarter in 2013. The quality of this remake is excellent. No prior nostalgia is needed to enjoy the hell out of its simple, fun, addictive gameplay. So everything is as it was before, gameplay wise, except it's a whole lot easier than the original, although it does take much longer time between gameplay styles to show up in the actual game. Obviously you can see with this comparison it's had a major graphics facelift, and the major difference is obviously the frame rate, which is silky smooth, especially in the dogfight sequences. I'm still kind of partial to the original pixel art style, but they did a really fantastic job here. Sound has a major boost with full orchestral music, which sounds really nice. The correspondence sequences are still excellent and written extremely well, and it's fun to follow the story. So like I said earlier, the game is a lot easier to play and you won't be dying as frequently as the Amiga version, which gives the game a bit more of a casual atmosphere, although those dogfights are still every bit as nail-biting. Also, I played this with an Xbox 360 controller on my PC and it worked extremely well, and it felt quite perfect to be honest, and it makes me wonder why this game hasn't been ported to consoles at this point. I'm pretty sure it'll do quite well. Overall, you can tell the guys who did this remaster were big fans of the original, because they got the look and especially the feel of the game bang on. So check it out on PC, it's a hell of a lot of fun, and it's definitely not just a nostalgia trip for 1990s Amiga fans.
So where can you find these games? Obviously the original version of Wings is available in a physical form and it's all PC format or Amiga format. The Amiga version is probably the most well known. You can also get it on Steam, you can pick it up on a digital version. You can also pick up this awesome Cinemaware collection in physical or digital form, it's got it on there as well. And as for Wings Remastered, it's available on PC digitally, so it's very easy to find. There was also a physical version available a few years ago, I'm not sure if you can still get that. And thanks for joining me, Bastish B at 64K, I hope you had a good time. If you can like and subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated, and I'll see you next time. Cheers!